What's up guys, this is Vishal from Buddy Formula, and today I'm back again with a Dragon Zwei deck. Dragon Zwei just got updated from the latest Super Buddy Wars booster with a lot of new interesting tools. So Dragon Zwei is actually one of my favorite decks because I won the 2016 Continentals using Dragon Zwei, the Neo Zwei version. Of course, now the deck has transformed into a different version where you focus on Dragon Dry. So you go into Dragon Dry, you use your Gaians, you do a lot of damage, you lock your opponent off draws, and that's how you win. So let's get on to the deck profile, shall we? First up, we played 2 Dragon Dry. Dragon Dry is the main focus of the deck, so you don't really go into Dragon Dry by the manual way, because there's a lot of other ways to go. I mean, there's not a lot, but there's one other way you can go to Dragon Dry without by bypassing the conditions for Dragon Dry where you need to hit 0 life. So you just play 2 because the way you go into this, it just searches Dragon Dry directly from the deck, so you don't need to play 4. So we play 4 of the new Gaian and 1 of the old Gaian. The difference between both, right, is the new one only locks your opponent out of card effects, and the old one locks your opponent out of drawing completely. So I mean the new one is basically disturb hand with extra steps, if you ask me. But obviously the new one has other effects where it makes all your Azis size 0s, and it has triple attack and it attacks all your opponent's monsters. So that's one improvement compared to the old one. But of course you can play in any ratio you want. You can play more of the old ones if you want, but I prefer it as 4 and 1. You can try 3 and 2, but I tried, but I really need the new Gaian for the size reduction of the Azis, so I choose to play 4 and 1. Next up, we play 4 Azidahaka Zs. Azidahaka Zs is the way you get into Dragon Dry. So what this does is when it's destroyed, you get to draw a card, transform into Dragon Dry if you're at Dragon Zwei, and then you gain 5 life. So it's a very simple effect. So your main focus is to get this out on the first turn, destroy it, go into Dragon Dry, equip your Gaian, lock your opponent. Next up, we play 3 of the new Azi If. So Azidahaka If, basically when your opponent has no monsters, when it attacks, it deals 2 damage, drops 2 gauge, and you gain 2 life. So it's like you combo with the Gaian where it attacks all your opponent monsters. So you triple attack with it, you clear, then you use this, and you attack. So when it's in the drop zone, you can call it out during your attack phase, at the start of your attack phase, if you are equipped with a Gaian. So that's where the combo of reducing the size comes out. So you got to call 2 of this. You don't play 4 because if you call this in the center, right, your Gaian can attack. So you just need to call both on the sides, and then you use the Gaian to destroy your opponent monsters, then you use this to push for game. Next, we play 4 of the Buddy. It's a self-explaining card. Enter field, if your flag is Dragon Zwei, pay 2 life, draw 2 cards. So you buddy this so that you technically pay 1 life. I mean, normally you would just use this once in the game because you're going to go Dragon Dry immediately. Next, we play the new Destructor. So what this does is, if your flag is Dragon Zwei, you charge and draw. If your flag is Dragon Dry, you charge and draw 2. So you just play 4. You can use this during both flags, so you play 4 to optimize it. I'm not going to bother pronouncing the name, it's quite difficult, but it's I just call it the Worm. So what this does is, you can destroy your Azi, put this card into the drop zone from your hand or the field, and oh yeah, it's a size 0 when it's on the field with Azi in its name, and there's a card with Azi in its name. So you destroy your Azi, you draw 2 cards. So that's how you get to destroy your Azi on the first turn. This and Azi is the best opening you can ever ask for, actually. 4 Abyss Gate. Abyss Gate is your searcher for your Azis, so you can search any Azi by discarding a card, and you get 1 gauge. You play 4 of this Time General. Wait, this is really good. It acts as a shield, and it also has the ability to destroy your Azi on the first turn, because there's it's not really easy to destroy your Azi on the first turn. It's not very consistent, actually, so you have to play as many cards as you want that destroys and not lose any advantage. Like you destroy, you get back something, so you have to play that kind of cards. So this is the perfect card, and since it's a monster, it cannot be stopped by any spells. And worst come to worst is a 3 crit 4, I mean 3 size 3 4 crits, which you can call to attack. So you just play 4 of this. This is a must. I mean, it's quite easy to get. You just have to buy the Time Dragon trial deck. Next, play 4 of this. This is when it enters the field, you send the top 3 cards of your deck to the drop zone, put any monster inside to the gauge. So I mean, you're gonna hit like 99% of the time. Your whole deck is monsters, except for a few cards which are not monsters. So this is a perfect card because you need this for the 3 gauge to go into the Azi and Gaian combo in the first turn. So you have to play 4 of this. Play 3 of this new card. Giltar. I don't know how to pronounce the name. The names are so hard to pronounce. So basically what this does is you can, once per turn you can add a Gaian or Dragon Drive from your drop zone to the hand. So it lets you recycle your Gaian to go into the Gaian again and again and again so that you can lock down your opponent. And it's the second effect is basically the old Abigail. When your opponent is attacking you, if your flag is Dragon Zwei or Dragon Drive, you can pay 1 gauge, put this to the bottom of the deck, gain 2 life, negate the attack. So it's like, it's a negation that the opponent can't really stop. So that's very important. So we play 4 of this new card. Basically what this does is it's a Day of Devastation. Yeah. You cast this, all your cards with dragon cannot be destroyed, cannot be returned to hand, abilities cannot be null. This is so important in this meta, especially with time dragons. This is the only way you can actually counter time dragons. I'm thinking of bumping this up to 4 actually, but 3 seems to be working now because now it's really difficult to say what's the meta because all the locals are closed and I don't really get to play, so I have to play in order to tweak the deck according to my locals and the meta. So for now I'm trying out 3, so I may increase it to 4 soon. I mean, you can try out 4, maybe you can let me know how it works out for you. This is actually the only spell you play. Okay, this is one of the decks that Buddy Grandis actually works well because your whole deck is dragon, so you can basically add anything from the top 5 and you don't really worry too much because you have quite a lot of gauge in this deck. So this is the perfect card because this deck is quite inconsistent because you start with 4 hands, 4 hand cards, so you need this to bump up your consistency. And Buddy Grandis is the perfect because you get to look at the top 5, so you get to your pieces really quick. You can play 3, but for now 2 seems like a good number. These are the one-off that I play. Boost is actually really strong because you get to charge and draw when you sacrifice it for Azi. Operative Spear is the same thing. You enter the field, you charge and draw. And Chaos Arbarian is also the same thing. When it leaves the field, mill 2, you draw 1. It's basically self-replacing effects. Because your hand is so small, you can't afford to like play 1 card, then play another card and lose the hand size. So you need cards that self-replace them. And these are one way you can do it. But I only play 1 of each because you don't really get to use them more than once. Maybe Operative Spear you might, but the rest, most of them it's like there's no space in the deck as well because it's quite tight. You play a lot of cards. Lastly, my secret tag, play the drum, the new drum, because your Gaian is considered an item. So when drum links attack with your Gaian, right, your opponent can't use ways to negate or reduce the damage. So you can like equip the Gaian for 3 damage at 3 crits. You can double attack, you can link with your Azi and this because Azi becomes a size 0. So you can like link twice using drum and your Gaian and your Azi. So you get to deal like, I think that's 8 damage. Yeah, and so twice is 16 damage. So you can actually close up games really quick. You can only play 1 of these sadly because it's an Omnilord. Even though it's a dragon, right, you must follow the Omnilord rule, so you can only play 1. If I could play more, I'll play at least 2. Because the Steadfast Bond ability is actually really good. Because this deck doesn't have much shields. It's just you rely on your life points, your high life. Normally you'll be at like 30, 34 life, 35 life because you gain so much life. So your opponent has to beat you down so much and then have to deal with the drum. So this card is really strong in this deck. Yeah, so that's the end of the deck profile. I think Dragon Zwei is not really strong in this meta because of the 4 hand, and of course stuff like loyalty exists, so I feel like they need ways to draw 2, draw 3 cards. They don't have anything to draw 3, that's the thing. You have to combo with the Worm and the Azi to draw 3, but I think the main thing is the 4 hand starting. That's the main thing that sets this deck back. But of course, during the time when I won in 2016, the 20 life was really a huge deal. Your opponent can't really handle the 20 life. Nowadays, most decks can handle 20 life in just 1 turn. So I feel like Dragon Zwei still needs more support for it to become like top tier. But definitely it can beat the meta decks and win you by surprise if they get a good hand. So if you're feeling lucky, you can play this deck. If not, maybe you could try some other decks. But of course, it's not a deck that you should just laugh off or anything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Please leave your comments down below and make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thanks.